Welcome to Chapter 5, Season 2. This means it's Major number 2. I'm Frankie Ward. I'm so excited to be back with you as your host for Europe. And I'm also delighted to be joined by Mr. 112K and Mini Miner. And this time last Major, I had no voice, boys. But it's back. It's back with a vengeance. And I hope you're not sad about that, Levin.
I kind of miss those times, if I'm being honest with you. But, you know, that's a story for another day. I mean, it is good to have you back, Frankie. And it's good to have another Major back. Of course, we edge closer and closer to globals now. And so more spots are opening up, but more pressure for all these players to perform.
I'm really excited to see you as well, Mini Miner. You've matched your T-shirt to your face.
Thanks for that. Yeah, I'm ready for this season. You know, I'm excited for the new season of Fortnite. We've got a lot of global spots up for grabs this season as well, and of course, next season is the last chance. So this is a season that you really want to get everything going because you don't want to leave it to that last major to qualify. So for a lot of teams, that's where their eyes and their heads are going to be set for now.
Yeah, that's one of the big changes for Chapter 5. There is no last chance major. If they don't do it in number 2, they've got to do it in number 3. Otherwise, they're going to miss out on that trip to Dallas. And no one wants to miss out on a trip to Texas. Certainly not me, but I'm probably going to have a tiny child at that point. Less about me, though, in my situation, and more about the situations.
Pulled very, very closely into this next zone. So even though it does look tough for him, things are working out, but it looks tougher on the other side. Veno's down, Tayson being pressured. It does look like some of those shots might be bleeding through, and it's just going to be tough to see if he can survive all that onslaught.
2 Titan duos now with no duo partner. Tayson left as a solo. Cammy as well has lost Seti. Forced to see what they can clutch up. Good news is, I believe they have pulled zone, so they do not have to make much of a rotate here, although Tayson doesn't even have to do damage. 924 above. Even with Veno being eliminated, you can just see how dominant they've been throughout this match. But with so much placement to be achieved here, with 22 duos still up, 42 players, there's a long way for Tayson to go in this match.
And only about 6 players do need to go down in this zone, but it's going to go jump to 10 right after. So Tayson, it's all about just surviving. You said it yourself, almost 1,000 damage above the threshold. It's all about just jumping from one box to the next, essentially. Finding safety where you can, as Cammy. 141, not as comfortable as Tayson is, but he still does a good job of using that to his advantage, especially that he is a solo. He doesn't have to wait for Seti. He doesn't have to time it right. He goes when he feels comfortable, and so far it's working out for him and Tayson.
Yeah, great position, to be fair. It all depends, though, where this zone pulls, because there's so much elevation on both the east and west side here, and it looks like it even might pull a little south, so you can still play in the river, even with this upcoming zone. But if it ends up pulling fully east and you're in the river, it's going to be an incredibly difficult rotate, as you'll have to climb that whole mountain that you can see here, the whole ridge. So it's that decision you have to make. As a solo, it could be possible, especially with the dashes. But for the duos already based up there, it might just be safer to stay on top.
Yeah, this next rotation is going to be telling for a lot of teams, whether you're above the threshold or not. With a lot of dashes and a lot of players needing to go down, it is going to give opportunity for a lot of chaos to ensue as Voltiax and Psycho, they immediately push forward, take some of that high ground. But the question I ask, is it too soon? They got a couple of zones to go and a lot of opportunity for players to dash up and contest it.
Only one banana in hand. As now they're kind of deciding, you know, what should we do? We're so high up. Flowberry popped, trying to get ahead here to rebuild on up. As Tayson now rotating along the edge of zone. It's dangerous, though. He has picked up an Elim, but there's so many duos close by, so many players battling, and still with 93 builds, he doesn't want to take any risks.
Yeah, doesn't really need to either. 756, does have the bananas, can stagger himself, instant HP plus HP gain. Huge elimination for Cammy. Even though he's in zone, he gets a good amount of heals, but focus. That's Arcadian on the backside, getting the elimination and stealing together those heals. But Tayson still finding a way, tooth and nail, all the grit to stay ahead of the zone and get these placement points. Because remember when Venom went down, nobody was granted anything.
Banana plus Flowberry, good rotation combo, but if you're in the air for too long, it opens up that opportunity for your opponent to take shots. As high ground has been overthrown. All the players now trying to scale up as the zone did pull back east. No more river of sticks for those dashes unless you have that medallion.
Very, very little resource in terms of ways to gain HP and shield for Tayson. Running out of build as well, about 200. That's enough for him to work with, but also knows he has to try to find something. Peeks towards the left, lands a couple shots, but nothing that gives him the confidence to continue moving forward. But the zone pulls back yet again. Another blessing for Tayson to continue to try to stay alive.
33 builds. He's getting closer and closer to needing that impact, needing that elimination. Nathan, though, connecting nice shots, but his duo partner's up. He wants to tarp it, make sure he can get regrouped at CZB. He's back now, ahead of the zone. They can just look back here, maybe even find some free pickings. As players start running out of materials, opportunities start opening up, and for Tayson, he's going to capitalize on that. Now back to 30 builds, but only 12 HP. He's just one shot away from getting eliminated.
Yeah, at least he got elimination points, placement points by taking down the full team. And now he has to really dig deep to figure out what he's going to do next. Another team going down, top 11, pushing forward. Nice shot towards the backside. Cobra is going to get knocked, but it's in the zone. Tayson cannot pick up any of that loot, so he has to continue pushing forward with nothing.
Still getting a good amount of elims. These points are massive for Tayson, already at 112. But just 2 ticks away from being eliminated the Storm. He's forced back up a layer. 3 builds now. Pressure is on. 1 build now. 0 builds. He needs to make something happen.
Yeah, he was almost second height. He became the focus. He can't even pause here to use the Flowberry Fizz and get shields. It's from one fight to the next, and it's Nathan and CZB who take him down as soon as he reaches the low ground. And Nathan and CZB could be the first team on the day to have 2 victory royales in this qualifier.
It's going to be difficult, though. The high ground team could have heals. I have not seen their inventory yet. If they have enough medkits to play it, it could be what grants them that win. As Nathan now continuing to top for head. They do have 28 builds. They do have the Flowberry Fizz. Are they going to go for the aggression? Are they going to play it slow? There's just 3 duos up, 5 players. Can they hold on?
Yeah, they cannot let this go to heal off, though. That's going to be the biggest thing. They have no HP in their inventory if it does come down to it. And this is where disruption starts. One opponent's going to go down. He drops into the palm of his hand. CZB strikes. Back-to-back eliminations. 2v1 situation, though, with no heals. They're trying to chop everything down before he goes to the backside of the zone for the heal off. No success just yet. His opponent has just been able to escape. Down goes Nathan. Down goes CZB. No 2 victory royales for you as it gets snatched away.
Vitoid up top on the high ground with the medkit in hand. Didn't have to take a single shot at his opponent. It's just ran away on back. Used the medkit, got the heal off, and got the VR. Easy way to close it out.
Yeah, only time will tell what that does to the leaderboard, because again, there's already 1 win on CZB and Nathan. Even though they got second, they're going to move up. You can see Vitoid at the backside, he had more than enough heals because of the fact that he had high ground for so long. He was able to pass everybody up and save those to the perfect moment. But another game down, another game out. Let's throw it on over to our analyst desk to break everything down.